Hey, what's up, nerdlings? I am Indy, and I'm joined here once again. The entire playthrough is just gonna have Yahweasel, so I'm with Yahweasel. We're playing more Super Metroid, and I'm going back to get something because I forgot something.
Good.
Backtracking.
So it was all a lie. The end of the last episode, it was a trick. See if you were paying attention.
Please don't die. Okay, good. But anyway, I was explaining something to Yahweasel before we started this episode, and I thought we should save it for the episode. You all know that I have a Switch now. I have Switch games, blah, blah, yada yada yada. My friends.
I prefer to call it the Nintendo verse bottom, but most people won't get that joke. If you get that joke, comment.
I do not get that joke. Nintendo verse bottom.
Just don't think about it. Just ignore the joke. If you get the joke, leave it as a comment. Moving on. Continue.
All right then. My friends pressured me into licking one of the cartridges because there's that whole thing. Oh, the cartridges taste gross, so that little kids won't eat them and choke on them. Well, pretty much, I licked them and there was no taste. It just left an uncomfortable sting on my tongue.
Oh. Huh?
So there was no taste, and I don't. Maybe there is, and I'm either too dumb enough, or my taste buds are not. I don't know.
Or you just find it to be the most delicious taste in the world.
I don't think it would be an uncomfortable sting if it was delicious.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I like spicy food, but if it's too spicy...
That's true. I love spicy food, even though it'll hurt me. Okay, this is what I forgot. The ice beam.
I have a friend who insists that he likes spicy food, and every time he eats spicy food, he turns, like, really red. Like, inhumanly red. And it's man. Are you sure? Are you sure you're enjoying your eating experience here? Because it doesn't look like it.
I'm that way towards alcohol. Like, I'll like the taste of it, but if you look at me when I drink it, you would think that I despise it.
Vomit all over the... Oh, maybe not that.
I wouldn't vomit, but I definitely don't look like I'm enjoying it. God dang it. Too far. Whatever. But do you plan on any YouTube challenges?
I doubt it.
I know. I know that was random. The reason I asked because I recently did a challenge for 2,000 videos, and it was the Carolina Reaper jerky plus leg waxing challenge, and it wasn't pleasant.
So do you like mix the chili seeds into the leg wax to give it that extra tingle, or?
Well, no, pretty much every time I was playing Rogue Legacy. If you ever played that, and
I think I have actually.
Very, very hard game. Pretty much every time I died, I would eat a piece of jerky, and then every other time I would die, I would wax a piece of my leg. And so on and so forth until I got to the point that...
no longer have legs.
Well, like, the leg waxing honestly wasn't too bad. It was the jerky that was really bad to me. Because that was just...
I mean, let's be honest. There's a substantial portion of the population, most of whom aren't male, who do wax their legs regularly. And obviously it can't be so unpleasant, or they wouldn't do that. I'm sure it's, true, nothing compared to childbirth and all that, but... Oh, God.
But everyone I'd see are like, oh, it's so horrible, it hurt! Oh yeah, random boss, by the way.
I like the, so either 8 eyes or 4 eyes all on one side of the head. None of which have a pupil, so not really sure if he can see. They're more just golf balls embedded into his head.
Come on.
And he has the same sort of slightly dysfunctional arm problem as the last boss.
Oh, he can slash at you.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, full proper arm moving action.
But he only does that when he's going to spit stuff at you. So it's like a, yeah, I'm
Well, it
gonna
seems
spit
like
stuff.
most of what he does is just run away.
Well, it's because I'm shooting him in the mouth.
It sort of contributes to this theory that basically you're just, you know, committing massive ecological damage to this planet.
Kinda. A little bit,
The cheddar cheese seems a lot more effective against that enemy than it does against you.
Oh, God. Forgot about that.
That would have hurt a lot more than it appears to have.
It should have, but for some reason... Her suit, I guess. Oh, is he dead yet? I don't know. Is he dead? Oh no! He's still alive!
And how did he get to the left of you anyway? Oh.
You can actually see a strand of bubbles, like, going from that side to the other. Oh god. Okay. I'm always doubting myself on this part. Once again, doing something I'm not supposed to. But god dang it.
Gotta say, I'm impressed with the survivability of the creatures on this planet.
Yeah, for him to be able to make it
yeah, he's
in just
mostly
bones.
just bones by that point, but...
Once again, early item, but whatever.
Sequence breaking.
Yes.
This game was really meant to be sequence broken, though, so...
It was. I got it. There's just all kinds of things you can do.
There's those platforms like it's supposed to be some platforming challenge, and then you're just like, no. How about I don't?
Yeah, pretty much. Come on. Yeah. God dang it.
Oh, is that like exactly perfect that a flawless jump?
There we go. More sequence breaking. I'm not supposed to have these.
Satan gives you a power bomb. Thanks, Satan.
Yeah, I don't know what. I think these are supposed to represent the pterodactyl we saw at the beginning, but I'm not sure.
I'm gonna go with Satan.
Yeah, it would make more sense than the pterodactyl, which by the name, if you don't know the name of him, is Ridley.
Of course it is. I mean, they may as well.
Well, I know a lot of people like Ridley Scott.
Well, yeah, presumably. I just let that be implied.
Yeah, no, but there's a lot of people who are like, oh, Ridley. I mean, I wonder what that's from.
But, well, the entire look of the video game, for example.
But what's funny is that, obviously, inspired by Ridley Scott, yes. The pterodactyl, Ridley, is pretty much the ultimate enemy of this entire game.
How dare you give me spoilers?
Were you planning on playing?
No, I'm playing it right now. I'm playing it vicariously through you.
Well, I mean, you kind of figure out that he's like the big bad guy from the first Metroid in a way. It's not made obvious, but
the topology of this world is obviously very strange since the cheddar cheese level is so different depending on where you go.
Well, you notice that this cheddar cheese is more brown.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're getting to deeper cheddar cheese. Maybe it's actually a cheddar chocolate blend, but oh god,
that would be great.
Chocolate
it's caramel.
Sinks to the bottom. A cheddar caramel blend. Mmm.
That would be gross.
But the caramel sinks to the bottom, and the cheddar rises to the top. So the blend we were saying before was almost pure cheddar. Now we're getting to a more sweet and spicy concoction. I don't know what's spicy about it.
Ugh. Well, maybe it's like the nacho cheese.
Right.
That's spicy usually.
Spicy cheddar cheese with caramel. With salted caramel, just to get that in there too.
Oh, that would be gross. Someone make that. Someone make that a thing.
It's pure. You've reached the part of the world where the water table isn't tainted
Ruined.
by cheddar cheese.
Yeah, there's some points of this where it's just water. By the way, this is what I was supposed to have to get, like, the wave beam and all
Oh,
that.
yeah, because there were those Phillips head screws at the top there, too, weren't there?
Yeah, they do look like screw holes.
Those are Phillips head screws.
Yeah, there's like, god dang it, how did I miss that?
It's
Point
very,
blank.
They're very convenient since your grappling hook can only grab Phillips head screws. It's actually just an electric screwdriver from Doctor Who, specifically intended for Phillips head screws, and you're using it for a slightly alternative purpose.
Doctor Who, man, that's a show I haven't watched in years.
Yeah,
You a fan of that show? Or?
I watched the first few of the new series, but by which I mean like whoever came before David Tennant.
Oh yeah, the buzzed head guy.
Yeah, I watched a few of those, and that's it. So no, I don't know the show really, but I know electric screwdrivers.
My dad, bit of a deep moment here. My dad got me into Doctor Who when I was going through my depression because my parents thought it'd be a good idea to send me to my other half of my family in Arizona because of my depression. So, and Doctor Who was kind of a... God dang it! How do I keep missing those? He got me into Doctor Who because he figured it'd be like a good father-son bonding thing. And it was. It was for the most part.
Presumably then we're talking about the classic.
Yeah, we watched the classic Doctor Who.
Right.
Which a lot of people are gonna not agree with me on this. I preferred.
Well, so having, seen 2 episodes of the entire show, my understanding was that, like, the really, really early ones were just crap, but they're also mostly gone. But then, it had a heyday, and that's what people were nostalgic for. And then the new one is really just a different show. It's a different show that sort of, kind of picks up, it has the same enemies and such, but it's not really, like, the same genre even.
Yeah, it's not really. Where am I going?
I'm inspired by your confidence.
Well, I mean, I could... Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. God dang it.
Outstanding.
Well, I remember there being like you gotta go down, and then... Yeah, okay. I think I remember where I'm... Sorry, everybody. Basically, the point where we fought that random enemy that spit stuff, or the boss that spit stuff at you, you're basically supposed to go up and not down from where he is, but you need to go that way to get the grapple beam. So...
I think this is the kind of thing that would have sort of turned me away from this kind of game. Like, if I had managed to do well enough and not fail on any of the bosses, if I get to a point where it's like, I don't know where I'm supposed to go, then notionally I might, come back to it and figure it out later, but I would have to have a lot invested in the game to actually bother to do that. So
yeah, there's a lot of backtracking. And I know not a lot of people are a fan of that, but I grew up with games where you backtrack, so I don't mind.
Well, the thing is, in principle, I like open world style games. I certainly like the idea of it, and so, the sort of freedom that you move around the world, you get a thing, and now I can access that area, and ooh, isn't that cool? But I feel like those games are basically best played in a very small number of sessions, and if your intention is to, sit down for a half an hour at a time and then come back to it in a couple days, then you're gonna be like, okay, I got the thing, so now I can access... right, there was a door, and it was in a green room. Now let's explore the entire world to find that room, and you end up spending that 30-minute time slice just exploring the world to find the room.
That's true, that's how this game can be. God dang it, where is it?
So, I'm quite fond of the Grand Theft Auto series, but yeah, if you, play a bit of Grand Theft Auto Vice City or something and then come back in a month, good luck.
The Grand Theft Auto series is never something that I completely got into. Like, I played 4 for a little bit, which I've been told is the worst one.
Probably out of my own nostalgia, I would say the best one is Vice City, and then, you know, everything else is worse. But,
A lot of people would say San Andreas is the best one.
yeah, I like both Vice City and San Andreas, but, I don't know, I think I prefer Vice City for some reason. I think I found the story of Vice City more sort of amusing.
Okay. I don't know the city of the story of Vice City or God dang it, or San Andreas. All I know from San Andreas is I'll have a number 9, a number something. I know that meme.
Well, then you know most of it. It's just that plus driving motorcycles off the tallest building in the world. That's San Andreas. Now you know the entire game.
But I know a lot of people would say, no, GTA 5's the best.
Yeah, I haven't spent a lot of time in GTA 5, so I don't know.
I've only watched videos of GTA 5. I know it seems like I'm going around in a circle, and if you look deep into
I
it,
assume
I
it's
kind of
necessary.
It shouldn't be, but you know, God. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go the way that I do remember where to go. God freaking dang it! I didn't have to do that at all. I remember where to go. I do have to go back like I thought.
I was trying to make some joke about how convenient it is that they label all of their doors by how much damage it takes to open them. But in reality, I mean, that's just gonna... It doesn't work as a joke, because that would just be a consequence of whatever alloy they used or something, so... Yup, they would be noticeably different. Bad joke. Doesn't work.
No, it's fine. It's still a joke, so... It works. But yeah, I was supposed to go over here. I don't know... How many times have I said that I've beaten this game? 25?
I believe that you said 19 or 20, something like that before, but you also said that number would grow every time you said it, so...
And I completely
so yeah,
forgot...
30-ish, something like that?
I completely forgot that this area comes before the green area. How?
Ah, okay, you need the ice thing to use these as a platform.
Yep. I mean, you don't need it right away, but you do need it to do any kind of thing around here.
Wowza.
Yeah, that's the super bomb, pretty much. Which is
you're
important
in
for here.
the world of chocolate now.
Oh, God. Okay. My favorite part of the game.
That good, eh?
These guys, basically, you don't want to kill them because they're your source of light. And if you kill them, yeah, you get it.
But, of course, if you're not killing them, that means dodging them, and presumably if they hit you when you're on this, you just fall.
Well, thankfully there's none around there. But if you hit them, they're dead. And it hurts you a lot.
Right.
And it sucks. I hate it. Yay, completely optional thing. X-ray scope.
See through walls, I would presume?
Pretty
Oh,
much.
right, because all of the secrets are like just walls that you can jump through, because you've been moving through walls this whole game.
Yep, so it makes it easy for, like, there's a secret here. Which if it's your first time, obviously it's super useful, but
Right.
even to this day, I still kind of need it.
Well, but there's also, presumably if it's your first time, you didn't find it. You just said it was optional, so...
True. I'm trying to think of how many times... Me and my brother have always... Oh, God. I made you shoot... You made me shoot you, English. English is a thing.
You made me shoot you, English.
Me and my brother have always been the kind of gamer who explore everything. So, I'm trying to remember which playthrough we ended up finding that on.
Let's
couldn't have
fail
been-
to discover that next time.
All right, so I think that's my cue to.
Yeah, there you go. You're getting it.
So thank you so much for watching, one. Stay nerdy, and we'll see you all in the next episode. Me and Yahweasel.
Cheers. Goodbye.
I'm starting to get the Game Grump cues.